The competition for Bahrain was an invited competition. So they selected 5 offices, and the brief was to make a pavilion that shows the agricultural heritage of Bahrain. It was a very simple brief, hardly no program given. For me, a kind of ideal brief, let's say. You know, it's the kind of, there's not so much to answer, but a lot to pose. What they experience in the Bahrain pavilion is to get in a certain specific atmosphere that we want to bring with the pavilion. So something you can step out of the Expo and a bit, let's say, of the madness of the overwhelming amount of buildings, of participations, of visitors, and be in these gardens and be in this pavilion and maybe have this little moment of a kind of peace and rest with the gardens there. For me, a pavilion is not only a playground. No, it's not, let's say, the architecture in its best way. For me, architecture itself is a playground. I love architecture and I love to work within that field. And for me, actually, it doesn't matter what we make. It's the pleasure of making architecture that is, for me, why I do it. And of course, a pavilion gives you a certain freedom. Also a freedom that I proposed to the client, because I proposed a building that is completely open. It has no air conditioning, there's no glass, there are no doors. So you walk through it like in an open air situation. And they accepted this, and of course that is, you know, it is the client who makes the project at the end. Because to accept this means that now we show also the archaeology pieces in the space. So you see the archaeology, you see pieces that are 4,500 years old, the real pieces, and you feel the wind blowing through the building, you smell the gardens, you smell the orange blossom. And to be able to create that experience is fantastic. It's fantastic that the client understands this, that the client really wants to have wants to go for the architecture. This is important.